Hello guys, I don't usually do this by all means, but who am I to disobey God? So I just got done with the Matthew West concert, Your Story, His Glory, and I just felt like someone needed to hear this. So if you are struggling right now and you feel like everything is going wrong in life and you have no one to lean on, I want to say that I'm here, God's here, and we're all here to help you. We're all here to help you get through this, because your story might be a little messed up and it might not have the perfect life of American dream or whatever society wants you to think, but it's still your story, and God's still at the end of the day going to get the glory. It's whether or not you want to take the steps to help God, to help you. At the end of the day, we're all facing stuff, and I'm here to let you know you're not alone. Even at my age, people have went through so much. You can learn so much from one person with one conversation. Even a Christian, a true Christian, someone that's always going to be there for you, lift you up, to guide you. And you might be thinking, well, I'm saying everything's fine and everything's going to be okay, and I'm telling all these people, but they're not noticing that I'm not actually okay. I've been there. God knows you've been there. God knows your struggles, and He's telling you, just trust and lean on me. It even says, I forgot the verse, but it even says in the Bible that to trust in the Lord. It even says God is willing to hold your hand. You just have to be willing to trust Him. You got to be willing to take the steps. God's already prepared the steps for you. You just got to be willing to walk up them. Whether it's in your career, maybe you're not doing the career that God wanted you to. Maybe you're not being the right husband, the right wife, the right daughter, the right kid. Maybe you're not even doing the right thing as a boss in your career, but you can change. God's saying right now that you can change to make those steps, because God has faith in you, and I have faith in you that you can change. If you need prayers, just put it in the comments. I will pray tonight. I will pray, throughout however long you need. If you get a new prayer that you need praying for, I will be here. Because that is what a sister in Christ does. That is what a brother in Christ does. And tonight, even just seeing, I met a random person, but we worshiped together, and I tell you, I have never been to one of the best concerts in my life. Thank you, Chris Tomlin. Matthew West. I'm just joking. That was a joke. Yeah, you have to be there to see it. But, it was amazing to be around people who have the same faith as you. You might think that you don't have the same faith as others, but you can see a world of impact. You can be the difference in their life. You can be the change. You just have to be willing to take those steps. And you might not have came from the perfect Christian family. You might not have came from the perfect life, the best money all money can buy. But the thing is, money can't buy what God has to offer. You can't buy heaven. And you can't enter heaven through money, because at the end of the day, the people who love God, who have a relationship with God, is the ones that's going to get that is going to get into heaven. Because right now, you might think that this world right here is the best it's gotten. You have not seen the best yet. As they said, we are in an airport right now. Wait till we get to take off and hit our destination. Because tomorrow is not promised. So use today to be the day to contact someone. Maybe it's a loved one. Maybe you haven't forgave someone. Because at the end of the day, you need to learn forgiveness is key. And only through Jesus can you get forgiveness. Only through Jesus can you learn how to love. And there's different types of love. You may think you know how to love. You may think, oh, I've really found how to love. I love my car. I love the house that God provided me. I love how I made my career. What's missing there? You said you love how you made your career. You didn't make your career, God did. You didn't get the house given to you. God gave it to you. You did not get this life. just by being born. God gave it to you because God died on the cross and he gave his only begotten son, Jesus. And he sent him to earth, and he sent him in the valleys so we could be like in the likeness of him. God made us in his image. So obviously you're here for a purpose. If you're still breathing, if you have a pulse, listen, if you have a pulse, you have a purpose. You just have to use that purpose that God is trying to show you. You got to learn to trust him and trust your Christian friends, not the ones who are going to lead you. And you know deep down in your heart what is right from wrong. You know if you're on the right path or not. But are you scared to take that next step? Are you scared to get over that fear? Because right now, I wouldn't be doing this if God didn't have me to. I wouldn't be trying to take the next steps to be in the likeness of God. I wouldn't try to do the next steps to get to heaven. Because at the end of the day, if you don't believe there's a hell, there's something wrong. Because oh my gosh, we're not even going to talk about my situation right now. But God, over this last year, has showed me the power of grace, and that grace always wins. If you need some encouragement to know that grace wins, talk to me. Ask me about my testimony. Because God has given me some strength and some faith. And tonight, all of that came out. So I'm posting this video. And I'm letting you know that it's okay, that you are going to get through this, that you need to have enough faith, that power of prayer can save someone, it can change someone, and it can be the way, the truth, and the light through God, because he is going to open those doorways for you, and he is going to show you your true path. But you have to wait for his timing, because timing is key. Say you go into an intersection and you don't wait. What happens if a truck comes and hits you? You should have waited for the right time for the light to change. You should have waited for God's timing and signaling to say, I want you to go talk to that person. I want you to go to the altar and lay down your life and say, God, this is me and I am a sinner, but I want to be changed, and the devil can call me by any name, but I am not going to answer to that because you call me by my name. The devil calls you by your past, and that is where you let depression and you let pain and you let relationships and existential crises get in the way. Your past doesn't define you. God says that in the Bible. Don't let your past define you. Keep fighting. He's saying that tonight. Keep fighting because you are strong and you are good enough and you will get through this. God wouldn't have given you this if you couldn't get through this. God wouldn't have given you that battle if he didn't think you can fight it, because he said, through me, Christ strengthens you. Christ strengthens me because I accept him. Christ strengthens me because he gives me strength. And he can do the same for you. So, again, if you have any prayer requests, any unspoken things, say that before your time ends. And you may think that you have a lifetime. But I'm here to say God's coming back, people. And you need to open your eyes and open your ears to the things that people are trying to tell you. Because when it comes down to the point, at the end of the day, if you're not with God, you're with nobody. If you don't have God, what do you have? Because you don't need to be striving for the gold, the riches of this world. You need to be striving for a godliness. You need to be striving for heaven. You need to be striving for the riches of heaven. He even says that. Don't you want to have peace beyond belief? Because I tell you, when I changed and I turned away, I'm still not perfect. And I'm okay with it, because God tells me my imperfect is perfect to him. And it's okay to fail, and it's okay to be defeated, because the devil wants you to think, oh, I defeated you and you're going to stay that way. No, God's saying you're defeated, but you're at the end of the day, you're going to come out on top because you have me. So, with all that said, leave in the comments if you have anything unspoken, any prayers you need, or even just heart the video or like it. Because don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow's not always promised. Love y'all.